Diplomacy Magazine's family and the Embassy of Bangladesh in Egypt are pleased to inform you of your selection as a Goodwill Ambassadors in 2020 to be among the Goodwill Ambassadors honored this year, marking 50 years of establishing diplomatic relations between, and this also comes during this third annual ceremony of Diplomacy Magazine entitled Diplomacy Awards Top 25. والآن مع كلمة سعادة السفير محمد منير إسلام سفير بنجلاديش بالقاهرة. And now with the speech of His Excellency Ambassador Minarul Islam, Ambassador of Bangladesh in Cairo.
Assalamu alaikum. أنا منير الإسلام سفير بنجلاديش بمصر. Mr. Abdul Hai Mukhtar, Chairman Board of Diplomacy Magazine, Excellency Ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening to you all. I am indeed very happy and glad to see you all at this third Diplomacy Award 2021. This is part of our celebrations of Bangladesh's Golden Jubilee independence, and I thank profusely to the Diplomacy Magazine for making this occasion possible. Since 1971, from a humble beginning, Bangladesh has shown remarkable growth to become a self-reliant, happy and rule-based democratic country on principles and justice. Presently, our population is 170 million and 10 million are living and working across the globe. Our people are known to be hardworking, tolerant, compliant to the rule of law and peace-loving, who inject about $20 billion annually to our economy as remittance. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is about 50 years since Bangladesh opened its resident mission in Egypt, but our relations are much older than that. Peoples of different ethnicity and faith from this region migrated to our affluent and beautiful land and settled in 8th century. Many Arab and African individuals were appointed to important posts like Wazir, even head of armies by the rulers of independent Bengal in the 15th century. In present times, both Bangladesh and Egypt are emerging, and we are working hand by hand to achieve greater economic development. From the beginning of our modern day ties, Bangladesh and Egypt are enjoying excellent bilateral relations based on shared values and mutual cooperation. The friendly people and government of Egypt supported our liberation war in 1971. Egypt was one of the first Arab countries to recognize Bangladesh. President Anwar Sadat took personal initiatives and visited Bangladesh to meet our great leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in 1974. Afterwards, our relations continued to grow almost in all fields. Al-Azhar remained one of the pillars of our brotherly relations for hundreds of years. I am delighted to inform that Bangladesh has been continuing its successful journey with multi-party democracy. Bangladesh, once dependent on foreign assistance to take projects, is now implementing billion-dollar mega projects like bridges, tunnels, power stations, metro rail, highways, etc. by self-finance. This year, Bangladesh graduated into the list of middle-income developing countries. We achieved year-on-year double-digit progress in industrial and service sectors. In the current year of pandemic, we are expecting 5% GDP growth. Our export only in garments, in one sector, is about $35 billion. Dear friends, the principle of Bangladesh in the international arena is always been friendship to all, malice to none. Bangladesh is respectful to universal values and committed to international responsibility to maintain global peace and stability. With our unique culture, food, language and identity and geostrategic location, Bangladesh is in a position to become a bridge between ASEAN and the rest of Asia. We have good relations with all the neighbors regional and international powers. And we remain committed to build a peaceful, prosperous Africa, be it with peacekeeping forces or being part of diplomatic negotiations. As you know, Bangladesh and Egypt are two major UN peacekeepers contributing countries, and we are working to establish law and order to the flashpoints, mostly in the African continent. Friends, Bangladesh is the 8th largest country in the world in terms of population, but 92nd in land area. But we are now self-reliant in food. Hopefully, we will be 23rd biggest GDP in the world, a developed country by 2041. We have been growing in terms of trade, business, foreign exchange reserve, and credit rating. Globally, Bangladesh is second in garments export, third in fish production, fourth in rice, fifth in fruits and vegetables. The government is committed to build a participatory, digital, and knowledge-based society. Bangladesh is now a role model for many developing countries in the fields of women empowerment, management of natural disaster, food security, and human development. Our Prime Minister, leader of the opposition, and Parliament Speaker, all are women. Bangladesh is moving forward to diminish gender disparity and encourage an ever-inclusive society. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude with our sincere thanks to the organizers of this nice program, especially Mr. Abdul Hai Mukhtar. I also thank all my dear guests for gracing this occasion through your kind presence. I gratefully acknowledge the arrangement the Hotel Grand Hyatt has made so wonderfully. I wish Bangladesh-Egypt relations get stronger and brighter in the coming years. Tahiyya Bangladesh o Misr. Shukran Jazila. Thank you.